Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this session, I'm going to discuss about one-wire interface. Okay, so we have started with the communication interface and we are continuing it further. So in this class, we are going to discuss about the one-wire interface. Now, what do you mean by one-wire interface? See, this one-wire interface is a communication interface because whenever you want to interface any embedded system with the external world, we require a communication interface. It is discussed in the previous classes. Okay, so in this, what is happening? This is the asynchronous half duplex interface. Asynchronous means there is no involvement of a clock signal, and half duplex means only one way communication at a time is possible. Okay, fine. So here you can see that the communication happen via one wire or a single signal line. Signal line is a wire through which communication takes place. Okay, this wire attached to the VCC is a signal line through which communication is initiated, or we can say the communication happens because of this single wire line in this type of configuration. Now, what is exactly happening? See, this one wire interface allows power to be included on this single DQ line. Okay, you can see this VCC it's attached to this DQ line. So it is also a power line. That is, it supplies power for master and slave devices. This type of configuration supports a single master and multiple slave devices. Okay, fine. So, what is exactly happening in this? Okay, now see, this power which is supplied by the DQ line is supplied to slave device and master device. Now, inside the slave device, there is one capacitor which is of a 800 picofarad, and that 800 picofarad capacitor stores the charge which is supplied by VCC via DQ signal line. Okay, so the signal line DQ is used to power slaves. Okay, via capacitors. Now, next is every slave device has a 64-bit identification number. Okay, now this 64-bit identification number is used to address the slave device. For example, your house. How will if someone wants to visit you, how will they know where do you live? From the address which you have provided. So similarly, every slave device has a 64-bit identification number. Okay, and that 64-bit identification number is used to address the slave device. Now, this identification number consists of 48-bit serial number, 8-bit CRC, and 8-bit family code. Okay, so these are the this is about the 64-bit identification number. Okay, now how does the communication takes place? Means what is the activities when the communication initiated? What exactly happens? That we are going to discuss. Firstly, this master, which is your microprocessor or microcontroller, sends a reset pulse over a single wire line. Okay, and this slave can be EEPROM, battery monitor IC. It sends the presence pulse to master in response. So reset pulse sends reset. So master sends reset pulse. Slave device sends presence pulse in its response. Okay. Now next, after that, master device sends an address command along with the 64-bit address of the slave device. Okay, this master sends address commands and then it sends a 64-bit address of the slave device to which it wants to initiate the communication. Okay. Now, when the slave address matches with the address of the slave device, okay, the communication is initiated. Okay, fine. Now then, master sends a read-write signal or read-write command to the slave devices. And after sending the read-write command, the slave device starts I mean to say, the slave device is having various types of registers, and it is having internal memory inside it. So master device can read the contents of memory and registers of the slave device via read-write signals. Okay, fine. So after read write operation, after the operation for this slave device is over, master communicates with next slave device, then next, then next. So in this way, the communication goes on with each and every slave device at a time. Okay. Now this while when master sends a reset pulse on the one wire DQ line, this DQ line is pulled to logic low. Okay, and whenever it is pulled to logic low, slave device understands that communication has to be started, and communication is all by master. This was about the via interface system in the communication interface in embedded systems. I hope you understood this concept. Okay, if you have any queries, you can ask me in the comment. If you have enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe my channel.